ArsenalFanTV, we're in the Borussia Dortmund shop. You know, I like this, Max, man. It's like you're sitting on the bench, Borussia Dortmund. Yeah. Aubameyang, come here. Come off. I don't want you to do your knee in because I'm going to be transferring you to Arsenal. You love that, wouldn't you? Listen, you have to ask you, yeah? Last year, I remember we were speaking and I rung you up and I said, Max, tell me a bit about Granit Xhaka, because I've sort of heard a little vibes that we were going to be buying him and I wanted to find out what he was like. And you were singing his praises. You know, you were saying that, you know, because he was playing for Borussia Mönchengladbach, and you were saying he's playing really well. He's like one of the, you know, better midfielders in the Bundesliga. He hasn't really hit the ground running at Arsenal. You know, it's been quite disappointing, really. I mean, the only thing you told me about at the time that's come through is that you said he commits a lot of fouls, and he's certainly done that. Do you think we need to be patient with him, that he will come good? I mean...
Yeah, I think you need to give him at least one more season.
Yeah?
Look, I'm not going to try to cover myself up. I was wrong. I did think he would hit the ground running at Arsenal, if I'm being completely honest. So he definitely has let you guys down a little bit. The thing about Granit Xhaka is he plays a very aggressive style of play. You know that he already has a reputation amongst the referees of being overly rash with his challenges.
Because he got sent off a load of times and got loads of yellow cards over here, didn't he?
Yeah, and he got a lot of red cards here too. And the thing is, when you're an aggressive player like that, it's important that you understand the pace of the league you are in. When Granit Xhaka first came here to Germany for Gladbach, he played for Basel and he was a very highly rated player. I believe he was the record signing for Gladbach at the time, and he impressed for Switzerland whenever he played for them. And I think the reason for that, I mean, obviously, let's not beat around the bush, the Swiss league is, you know, not a good league, with all due respect, but he understood the pace of the games there, and he understood the pace of international soccer, or football. But he comes here to the Premier League, where the pace is different than in Germany. Balls played a lot more in the air, quicker paced, not the same tempo. And I think he's trying to play the same game he played in Germany. And he's just getting caught out. I think when he goes in to make a tackle, he's late on these challenges, because maybe in Germany, if he used that sort of timing, it would have worked. But it's not working here so much. So instead of being a really aggressive player that brings that extra grit that Arsenal need, he's turning into sort of a liability. So for me, if he can sort of change his game, become used to the pace of the Premier League, and not commit as many fouls, but still brings that same level of aggression, he can be more of an asset rather than a liability.
Because we've only really sort of seen the aggression from him in the fouls. We haven't really seen, you know, I remember you saying to me he's got leadership qualities, he's very, you know, like you said, an aggressive player. We've seen the aggression in the fouls, that's it. But you still think we should keep faith in him, you still think he's going to be a good player for Arsenal?
Yeah, I still think he has the potential to do it. Look, I mean, if after next season he doesn't cut it out, maybe that's when you start to consider maybe he's not the right man for Arsenal. But you paid a lot of money for him. He showed on the Champions League before with Gladbach, in the Bundesliga with Gladbach, and even on the international stage with Switzerland, that he's capable of being a good player. So I think you need to have that patience, because if he can use that aggression, like you talk about, you only see that aggression during fouls. But what if he uses that aggression in those good challenges? That would add a new dimension to the team.
Okay, so stick with him.
For at least a season, yes.
Stick with him for another season, or you think he'll come better in the next season?
I mean, like in Germany, I think he was voted, I'm not sure if it was him or not, but he was definitely a candidate for worst signing of the season, his first season, because he just wasn't used to the tempo in Germany.
In the first season?
Yes, and he was a huge letdown at first. And then by the time he left Gladbach, he was the captain of the team. So it just shows the progress he is capable of making. He just needs to make that exception.
Okay. Voted worst player of the season in his first season. I don't think he's been the worst player, but he hasn't lived up to what we've wanted. But I'm a bit encouraged to hear that from Max, that he's saying, stick with him. First season for Borussia Mönchengladbach, he weren't great, but after that he really flourished. Let's hope he does that for Arsenal. What have you made of Granit Xhaka this season? Leave it in the comments below and let me know.